Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Star Wars RimWorld Let's Play. So, we have a, what is this thing? A poison ship that we need to deal with, or at least part of one. I was largely ignoring it because I figured, you know, there's really no flora on this map, so if it poisons all the, you know, the snow, what do I care? But it finally expanded far enough to where I think it clipped our hydroponics basins a little bit. I'm not sure how it like diffused through a wall and up a basin and into it, but I think that's why there's only 3 in here right now. I got some notification that it was killing our food. So we're gonna deal with it. I was trying to get blocks or chunks set up in like barricades that we can fire over. Unfortunately, they have taken their sweet time about it, so we don't have a lot of cover, but we're just gonna have to make do with what we have because we can't really ignore this any longer. Let's see, progress we've made while off camera. I am slowly building a hallway that attaches to this so that we can start venting the heat inside, and that will make maintenance on this easier because we won't need to go outside to do it. We're also expanding to the south toward the main entrance. Most of the entryway is carved out, and then we've started walling it off. We have a couple of rooms that are sort of coming along here, and we have a couple more potential bedrooms whenever they get around to this. I don't know why they're throwing down walls over here when like they had 1 left there and 3 left there and they just didn't bother. But yeah, we're gonna try to get those done. We'll move people into them. And then I need to figure out how I'm gonna get this heat where I want it, because I don't necessarily need this room warmed up. I want the hallways warmed up. The hallways are very cold, especially after us breaking into a few open areas within this cave. I think right here was one of those. So yeah, it chilled the hallways a bit. Now they're, you know, not the ideal temperature at all. But we'll see. Because again, I don't really need the, where is it? The geothermal generator heating up this room. This is just storage, and if it's cold, that's actually better because then I don't have to worry about food getting dropped in there. But whatever. Anyways, let's start calling people up. What are you currently doing? You are digging at marble. Well, it's going to be one hell of a hike for you, so why don't you start marching now? May, you keep doing what you're doing. We'll get Kenta over here. Lynn, you can't fight. Salt can. Chimera. Probably not going to bring you along. I will bring Ox, though. Keel, yeah, we'll bring you. You're a decent shot. Mordant, I guess it's time for you to learn. Although, we're going to need to eventually get you a melee weapon, it looks like. Landoa. I forgot to name you. I think did she join us off camera? She may have. I know we had Tony, whatever these two were called before. I know that we had them all last time, but I don't remember if she joined us during that episode or if that was after. So we'll need to get her a new name. That's definitely a default RimWorld name. And then Tony is Corona. You know what? I might actually like that name better on her. I'll see. I'm going to look through the names a bit more and maybe switch those around. And let's see. You're already out there. You don't have a weapon though. So I'm just going to let you keep working. I'm not going to risk. You're too young. I don't want you to die. Togrul will bring you. You're actually a pretty decent shooter. And Deleuze is an awful combatant, so we won't bother with her. I think that'll be enough firepower. Heth is a Sith after all. Yeah, see, we're losing rice plants over here in the corner. Oh, great. Mordant is on a mental break. That's a real shame because I kind of wanted you out there helping us, but he's just gonna go smoke a bunch of smoke leaf and be happy. So, I mean, there's certainly worse things that he could be doing with his mental break. But as soon as we have people up here, we'll open fire on the ship. I'm going to put you here. Oh, Togrul as well. Why is everybody having a fit all of a sudden? Oh, he's tired. Well, you're going to have to wait a little bit there, pal. This is more important. Ox, go ahead and move on up there. And Heth, you can do that as well. I have no idea what's going to come out of this thing, so we want to be ready. Is that everybody? Oh, Keel. Keel, come on over here. Okay, minor break risks. Let's see. Who needs? Oh, May. May's fine. May works indoors, so she doesn't need a bunch of cold weather gear. She's actually minus 18 is not the best, but whatever. I don't like when she wears a hat because it gets hard to distinguish her from everybody else. So as long as she's indoors, she should be fine. And even sometimes when she's outside, the temperature is... Ah, shit. Yeah, it's slowly expanding in here. Hopefully they start replanting it. It looks like they are. Oh, Muffaloes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing there, buddy? Get over here. We gotta fight. We got a fight to take care of. Alright. You two, move on up over here. Go ahead and melee attack that. Oh, boy. Start melee attacking that Scyther. You start hitting that Centipede. And you guys start shooting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you waiting for? And what just exploded? Holy hell. What did you shoot at us? Charge Lance? And that caught fire somehow? In the snow? I don't understand what just happened there. Don't move that way. Move this way or something. You guys aren't that badly hurt though, but you're taking your sweet ass time dealing with this guy. Okay, good. He's stunned. Let's get you over here where you're not going to get shot. Wow, that didn't last long. Oh my god, are you kidding? Every single shot they just fired hit Heth. Every single one of them. Yeah, this ain't working too well. Choke him again. And then get behind something. Since they are literally shooting the hell out of you. Alright, there's one down. Ox, retreat. Okay, good. We're done. Yeah, we need to find a better way for him to be able to help out in combat. Without, you know, taking a bunch of friendly fire. Because I think most of the damage he took was from our own guys. Let's see, gunshot, bunch of blaster burns. The Scyther gave him a bruise on his leg. Looks like it headbutted him? Yeah. Alright, well, we're fine now. Let's see, you, Ox, are you doing okay? Yeah, just some minor injuries. It looks like he bruised his hand on the Inferno cannon of that Centipede. And then I'm pretty sure that's Salt that shot him. Well, finish that thing off. Let's see. Both of the arms were destroyed, so no Scyther blades for us. Yeah. Bummer. We'll unforbid that so it gets hauled. Let's get you some rest. Oh good, he's going to take it with him. It's very thoughtful of you. And then you guys can all go about your business. Do what you gotta do. And Ox will take that back. Oh wait, we're not technically done here. Heth, continue to attack this. Uh-oh. Man, that stuff is it dying or are we harvesting it? I think it's dying, yeah. So, what are you doing? You're gonna go play chess. Can you do me a favor and repair that first? And that's almost destroyed. This thing is almost dead. And once we're done there, we can send these guys home and stop worrying about our plants getting killed. Yeah, it's really spreading, isn't it? They're planting as fast as they can, but who's exhausted? You? Well, it's your own fault, man. You're the one having the mental break. Let's get rid of these zones so that stuff gets hauled back. Okay, good. The plant, or the poison ship is gone. It's no longer a threat. We got some steel from it, and that's about it. Okay, that thing is finally done. Go home and go home. After you're done with that, please haul that. Okay, So about these muffaloes, I'm not going to mess with them. We have enough food. I don't think we need much of their meat, although some muffalo wool would be welcome. I don't want to have to worry about it right now. I think our cooking... Yeah, we already have a ton of meals, so I'm not going to sweat it. And it looks like, well, we would have had a harvest coming up pretty soon here had that stuff not been killed. But we still have some getting ready to harvest there and here and here and here. So, yeah, I think we'll be okay. I was like, oh no, it's alive again. It's just ox carrying it. Alright, so... Oh no, I didn't know you were injured. Yeah, I guess you were injured from that explosion, right? Well, we'll get you patched up. May, where did you disappear to? Did you just, like, go to bed? I swear. What's your doctoring set to? It's set to 1. She should prioritize that over, like, everything else. So, let's see. Whoops. Right, so that's what hit us, the Inferno Cannon. I was wondering why there was an explosion. I guess that makes sense now. So, yeah, if you could maybe treat him. Is he, like, starving as well? He's urgently hungry. Well, since you have to head over here, why don't you feed him first and then tend to him? Oh, you already had a meal. Perfect. Alright, so let's get him patched up. We're not gonna bother. We're not gonna bother with medicine here. I should have that changed. There we go. Just get him patched up. If he gets an infection, we'll treat it with medicine, but I'm not gonna waste medicine on anything that isn't already infected. And we'll try to give these guys a break as soon as we can. Alright, good. She's gonna go treat Ox now. And then Keel will be next. We are gonna need to use medicine on him, but I'm gonna wait and make sure everything else gets treated without first. And then Ox, you should be a fairly quick one. Where are you headed now? You're gonna go eat. We need to get you outside. I can just draft her and walk her outside and that should fix it. But for now, since you're not like urgently hungry, why don't you feed, or why don't you treat him? And then Heth is gonna need some treatment. It looks like most of our solar roofing has been built. I'm roofing all this with solar panels as well. You're gonna go eat, that is fine. And it looks like it's already morning. Okay. So, let's see. We'll keep an eye on that. And I'm going to set this to herbal medicine. Because that should be the only thing that needs to be treated from there on out. And Heth, you kind of need to get treated as well, man. You are bleeding from a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Or torso. I guess that's technically not the same thing. There you go. You've eaten. You're going to go rest. Looks like May beat you there. So we're going to have to wake her up again, unfortunately. Ooh, meteorite. And it looks like it landed on somebody. Yes. God damn it. And it's just granite, too. Shredded. Wow. Oh, Randy. Randy. Okay, who is not... You're... Oh, why is it saying that you're not resting? Ah, okay. Well, when you're done with that, could you go rescue her, please? And she's getting him all patched up. That is fantastic. God, I can't believe just this stupid granite meteorite almost killed Landoa. Talk about bad luck. Well, let's get her... I don't know where you're even taking her. Oh, to her bed in here. I guess that works. May, what are you doing? You're going to go get a meal and then do some research. Good. Don't go far. Alright. Go ahead and tend to her first, because those are some pretty bad injuries. So what is your guys' deal? Like, why are you so upset? Pain, disturbed sleep, you're sick, apparently. Joy deprived, slept in the cold, constraining clothes. Alright, because you're a nudist. Well, sorry about that. And then just feeling bad just because. What about you? Same deal, just not particularly happy. Can we do something about that? Let's see. Let's administer some smoke leaf joints. In my expert medical opinion, I think that should help them a little bit. You have tattered apparel from, you know, getting hit by a meteor. That would do it. Don't care about that. And that should get taken care of eventually. I'm gonna slow things down here. I like playing, at least during the day, at 1x. It's just easier to keep track of what everybody's up to. See, you know, what's happening without it flying right by and then, you know, trying to play catch up or figure out what just happened. And then, of course, at night, you speed things up because people are asleep, but... yeah, so let's see. Whoa. No, just get her patched up for now. Because I really don't have time for you to, like, sit there and shuttle medicine back and forth. Just get her patched up, and then we'll worry about whether or not she gets an infection. I need to go through everybody and make that change. Okay, I've already done it there. Yeah, no. Just by default, we treat it with bandages, and then if it requires further medicine, and I didn't mean to click off of that there, then we start worrying about that stuff. Okay, so we were able to save her before she bled out. We'll see how these heal. They may need to be treated with proper medicine, but for now we're just going to wait and see. Oh, apparently Heth is no longer inspired. And that was never going to help him anyways because he doesn't shoot. Why are all of our hydroponics basins breaking down? That would be Kenta's job. Oh, good, you're already on it. Man, look at you. Let's make sure that gets hauled out of the way because it's slowing them down. And let's see. Hopefully these guys are intelligent enough to not wall themselves in. We shall see. But I might have them mine all the way into this and just do walls all the way through, but I think there will be a door here. Oh, right, I totally forgot. When I planted that orbital trade beacon down earlier to show you guys the radius in comparison to this, I forgot to cancel it, and so it got built. So we have an orbital trade beacon already up and ready for whenever this room gets constructed. But it's just going to sit there in the meantime. Looks like Ox will keep working here. I've just done concrete floors in there because it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It's just like a little service hallway. And we need a machining bench. Do we have one of those? I don't believe so. I don't believe that we do. No, we don't. So we're going to want one of those so that we can take apart the mechanoids and get some parts out of them. Looks like Deleuze is doing a bit more cooking. I'm wondering, you know, the freezer's not that far away. I'm just going to tell them from here on out to, rather than dropping on the floor, just take it to the best stockpile, because the best stockpile is, like, literally right across the hall. And it won't slow you down that much. Let's do that on this one as well. But yeah, before I just had them dropping it on the floor because it's quicker. They, you know, they cook the meal, they drop it, somebody else comes and hauls it. And when the stockpile is really far away, that works well because you don't want them, you know, moving all over the place. I don't know that I wanted potatoes there. But okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. But now that, you know, it's right here, there's really no reason for them to not just walk over there and drop it in there. It looks like, where did you go? Looks like Keel got his smoke leaf joint. He's still not super happy, but at least he's playing some chess. Togrul is apparently fully healed. I don't know why he's still... I guess he's just sleeping. He's not actually injured. Alright, dude, you need to wake up. Go eat. Go play some horseshoes or something. And, you know, get yourself all taken care of there. How is Heth doing? How is Heth doing? He's doing fine. Major infection. It looks like you'll be okay. We didn't even use medicine on him, and it looks like it's going to take care of itself, so not a big deal. I've never really had trouble with infections. It seems like as long as the person is mostly healthy otherwise, they will be just fine. Obviously, if you're getting like constant malaria infections and stuff, which isn't an issue on this map, but it can be on other maps, then you need to worry about medicine. And for that stuff, you generally want to look at like preventative measures, because there are certain drugs that you can craft that lower the risk of getting diseases. And if you can produce those at a good enough rate, you can like sort of preempt your people getting sick and just make sure that it doesn't really happen. Why did they... I'm pretty sure I told them to build, let's see, structures, walls. I believe we were using marble here. I'll just copy it. Yeah, wall that in. You know what? Don't wall that in. That'll be your exit. But, you know, wall this in. I have literally no idea why they canceled the plans there or something. Space already occupied. Oh, it's the solar roofs are acting really funny. They're canceling construction underneath them, which they shouldn't do. They are roofs. But yeah, they are canceling construction, and I need to figure out... Or, I don't know that there's anything to figure out. I think I just need to, you know, remember that and work around it. Okay, we're starting to mine into this area. I have thrown a heater in here, so this is actually, or it was, fairly warm. It looks like it is dropped quite a bit after opening it up into the hallway. But there is a heater in there, slowly warming it. How are you doing? You got pretty roughed up. Hopefully this stuff heals. I mean, both of her arms were shredded. That's not what you want your arms to be. There's also a heater in this room, but it's not doing pretty effective work here. In fact, the temperature just dropped right there. I guess we'll just have to wait, but I was hoping to warm it up before we started digging into it, because that is where our prisoners are going to be. Are you doing medicine? I guess that's fine. I mean, you can't screw it up that bad. He's already gaining immunity, so I guess we'll let you do it. I just didn't think of you as a medic, really. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot he's actually fairly good at it. Did we just harvest a bunch of food? We did. Cool. Let's see. You're digging over here. That's fine. We'll need to start building walls in here. Of course, we're going to use marble walls. Oh, right. That's water, so we can't do that yet. We can wall this off, though. And that, which does remind me, I was thinking of doing something. I wanted to run it by you guys first. I may have addressed this at the end of last episode, but it's been a little while since I've recorded, so I don't quite recall. But I was thinking of splitting these rooms in half and having, like, I'll move the doorway to there probably, but rather than having, I think these are like 7 by 5, they would be 3 by 5. That would still allow them to fit even a double bed in there, but the rooms would be a lot less spacious, and we could fit more of them, which I think would be nice. My only concern is that I don't know if that meets the minimum for what would make them happy. These probably won't, but I do have a mod that lowers it a little bit to make it more realistic, so they don't need like massive bedrooms to be happy. But then, you know, like we're already set up like this, I might just leave it, and as we get couples, I'll move them into the bigger rooms or something, because this doesn't seem to be working. They are, let's see, that's Ox. They're happy about their barracks, but they hate that they have to share it. So we're actually losing losing a little bit of mood from that, which, you know, is lame, but that's how it works. I'm going to also ask them to mine this out, and we're going to replace that with walls. And we'll probably do the same across here, but that can wait. And it looks like they're doing the solar roofing first, so I'll probably have to go back and queue up a lot of that construction for the walls, just because it seems like as soon as they start working on the panels, it cancels everything else. Ooh, Ox is not happy. What is your deal? You're very cold. Really? Even with the... Oh, you don't have an undersuit. Okay, we can fix that. I mean, you can go back inside, man. Like, you don't have to be doing this right now. Pessimist, ugly environment, disturbed sleep. Yeah, well, can't help you there. You can go back inside, though. You don't have to continue working. Apparently he wants to, though. But yeah, we are currently making more of the bodysuits, the mesh bodysuits that go under the armor. So he'll get the next one, because I thought with that armor he'd be a little bit more resilient to temperature. It looks like Salt, who has the bodysuit and the armor, is far more resistant to temperature. So it seems like this is doing a lot of the work. Yeah, minus 15 degrees. Is the armor the same? Minus 45. It doesn't seem like his is doing nearly that much. Yeah, minus 45. But then I think you're able to tolerate down to like 0, even with no... Maybe not. I don't remember. I don't have colonists running around naked very often, so I haven't looked at their temperature resistances. Sans armor. Let's make sure this stuff continues to get hauled. And that room is almost done. This is going to be a production facility, I believe, for like armor and weapons and whatnot. We may also move the tailoring bench in there. What is this? Oh, a sun lamp, right. One of these rooms had a sun lamp, and we transitioned over to just transparent roofing because it was more energy efficient and we didn't need the extra growth necessarily. I do not remember putting potatoes here. And I'm thinking that these got built when I wasn't paying attention and were never intended to be potatoes. So I'm actually going to switch them over. This is going to become cotton because we need more cotton. Most of the Star Wars outfits require a little bit of steel and cotton to produce, so more cotton is better. We can't do Devil Strand anyways. As cool as Devil Strand is, it doesn't grow in hydroponics basins, and we have nowhere else to grow. So it's not really going to help us. And then, if we're going to do food here, it may as well be rice, because we'll get faster yields that way. So let's just make this all rice. And I imagine Lynn or Deleuze will come along eventually and deal with that. Probably not till tomorrow, though. Looks like she's playing a little bit of chess. We need to get you guys more stuff to do in your rooms. That's something I'd like to work on as well. But for now, let's just focus on getting the base expanded, because that is what's really slowing us down. Having to mine out all this stuff is taking forever. So the more quickly we can get that done, then I'll start worrying about, you know, like little knickknacks and things in their room. Always breaking down. We need like a maintenance guy. Like Kenta's kind of taken that role, but it'd be nice to have somebody that just goes around and cleans and fixes things. Just like, you know, the research-based janitor. Alright, so people are waking up. Apparently Lando has taken over treating Keel. I guess she is competent in medicine as well. So that's fine. Keel is doing okay. Yeah, he's about to gain immunity. In fact, there was no point in using that medicine. Oh, good. It triggered before she finished. You should probably be resting. I don't know why you are even in bed anymore. You're not injured. Yeah, go relax socially. I'm gonna have you rest until healed. How are you even treating people? Your arms are like tatters. I really hope those heal. Like, we're gonna probably have to give her a bunch of bionics or something, which I guess is fine. We are intending to produce quite a few bionics, so it's really not that big a deal. And plus, if she is going to be doing a lot of medicine, the bionics will actually help with that. It'll make her manipulation a lot higher. So it's not the end of the world. It's just, it kind of sucks because she's going to be a lot less useful until then. But I guess we can make do. Alright, so Salt is getting back to work on this mesh bodysuit. I guess you're okay at crafting. May as well let you continue to. Oh, she just leveled up too. So yeah, we'll let you do that. I don't remember who's doing it before. I think Kenta's the best crafter we have. I guess he's not that good. Is there anybody better? Keel. Actually, I think Keel was the one working on it before. That or Morden. It was one of these two, but apparently no longer. Let's see. You're fully treated. I don't know why you're still in bed. It looks like he's not losing... he is probably going to eventually need bionic components or something. Because his limbs are a bit messed up. Let's see. What are you up to? You're cleaning? That's nice of you. Nobody else really ever bothers. He is going to go build some of these walls. It looks like Lynn is mining out a bit more. Ox, what are you up to? Oh, right. I did a layer of concrete around the outs, or the perimeter of this on the inside. That way, if we need to deconstruct that and replace it with a better one, when they move around in there, they'll be able to move quicker. Because this snow really slows us down. So if we're going to have an interior space, I may as well, you know, cover it with something. If it was outside, are you still resting? Maybe you're just catching up on sleep or something. I guess technically, yeah, you should be asleep during the day anyway, so that's fine. You're just hauling stuff around, okay? Man, Lynn has been a pretty hard worker for us. I mean, when I initially recruited her, I saw these like incapable of things, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But her ability to mine and grow for us has been very, very critical to our success. I need to get Ox a better weapon as well. I was looking at... I don't remember what I was looking at, but there are vibro weapons. I wasn't sure at first if there were. I thought, you know, it was just going to be lightsabers. But there are vibro weapons. And so I want to look at maybe getting him some sort of vibro weapon. He can't use a lightsaber effectively. If you guys recall, the way lightsabers work is they're designed for Force users, and so anybody who is not a Force user with at least 1 point in lightsaber offense can only use them at like, yeah, maximum of 10 damage. So yeah, they're still good, but not nearly as good as in the hands of a Force user. So we may as well get him a vibroblade or something easier to craft, something cheaper to craft, and something that will be probably equally as effective and certainly more more resource efficient. Looks like some of our hallway lights are finally getting thrown down. I need to do both sides, but for now that's okay. Just so they can see where they're going. Eventually all the hallways will have lights. I tried to space them out, but that might be too many? I don't know. We'll see. That might be overkill, but I don't care too much about it. These cost like nothing. Just a little bit of steel, and the power needed is minimal. Like for example, this uses 50, so for every one of these I could have 10 of these. Alright guys, so we've almost finished mining this little room out. I think we're going to end the episode in just a second here, but I forgot that Heth had leveled up a few times off camera. So yeah, he's got 3 points available. Let's go ahead and spend those. I'm going to give him some more points in lightsaber accuracy. I think one of his biggest struggles is just landing hits. So we'll put a point into that. And then I might split these two between offense and defense. I've been seeing some misconceptions in the comments. And actually I've been seeing this, if you guys recall back in episode 1, my inspiration for this series was the Jedi playthrough that Rycon Roleplays is doing. And in his comments, I've been seeing this as well. I don't think people understand how these work. So lightsaber reflection, which a lot of people seem to think is like a really good skill, it's actually the worst skill that you can put points into. And the reason is if you read the tooltip, it increases chances of reflecting deflected bullets back at targets by 20% per level. It does not control the actual deflection. That is in the defense skill, which increases chance to block melee attacks and deflect bullets by 15% per level. Which means that if you only had 1 point in lightsaber defense and 1 in lightsaber reflection, you'd only have a 3% chance to reflect something back at the attacker. So reflection is only ever worth taking once your lightsaber defense skill is like maxed out or close. And honestly, if you have a bunch of people standing around your force user firing at the targets, you don't even really need lightsaber reflection, because all it's doing is giving you a chance to send it back. You would be better off fighting in melee if you were trying to do damage, and if you are sitting back and trying to defend, the odds of that happening are not good enough where you can rely on that as like a source of damage output. So I don't find that to be a particularly good skill. A lot of these other powers will help you more than that will, and obviously just the raw skill upgrades are generally going to be more useful as well. Not to say that this is completely useless, it's just very situational and is reliant on another skill, which if you don't have that leveled up first, this is going to be even more or even less useful than it would have been otherwise. So I just wanted to point that out. Then we have a bionics workbench assembled. We also have a tissue printer, but I haven't decided if I want to use that yet. The thing is, we can only make surrogate stuff right now, and this is not that good compared to other things that we'll eventually be able to make. Because people have pointed out that, like, Salt, for example, has a she's down a kidney, but the synthetic organs are a lot better than the surrogate ones. The surrogate ones are made out of like cloth and stuff. They're just sort of like, you know, what could you put together to function similar to a kidney? So let's see, cloth, plasteel, and components. So yeah, it's not quite the same thing, but we are actively researching synthetic organs. So once that's done, we can look at making her a real synthetic kidney. And then I'd like to start building some bionics for somebody. I know there's a few people that need them, and we actually are going to need to make a simple prosthetics bench, because apparently for the bionic arms you need a prosthetic arm first. But 35 plasteel and 5 components is not too bad. The plasteel will be the bigger issue there. Yeah, we actually don't have enough because we were using it for the floors in here. But we can get more, almost certainly. I'm sure we'll be able to mine it as we dig deeper into this base, and if not, we can purchase it. So we'll keep our eyes out for that, but it's something I'd like to start working on, or at least working toward. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Star Wars RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.